Three, two, one. Okay, so I'm here today, everybody, with Noah Ostroff. Obviously, I don't think your name needs an introduction, and we got him for a full video series, which is fantastic. Noah has a lot of things that he is extremely powerful in the city of Philadelphia at, but today in the how-to series for the next 3 days, we're going to talk about new construction, because obviously, Noah, you have a ton of experience in it. I'm going to do a how-to for everybody, and obviously you're not going to learn in 3 minutes how to do new construction, but Noah has a pretty good bit of experience, and he can give you some tips. So, Noah, it starts in one place. You got to find a lot of land. How do you find a lot of land and decide this is where I'm going to build, and how do you find it and say, I'm going to throw up a 3-story, $500,000 project? How do you do it?
So being a good developer is about seeing what's not there, not actually what exists, but what is not there. So sometimes that's looking at a vacant land and determining what can be built there. Sometimes it's looking at a warehouse and seeing what the potential could be there. And sometimes it's going on the parcel maps and seeing the size of a property, because sometimes we'll see properties that from ground level look to be like a small property, but if you look it up on the parcel maps, it might be 10 times the size of what you thought, but the actual building only takes up a small piece of it. So you have to basically look at everything as a 2-dimensional blank canvas, essentially just like a square, and figure out what you can put in that square as far as the building goes. So it's about understanding the zoning codes, understanding what you can build on the zoning codes, and understanding what would be best for the city or the location that you're building in for that area. So sometimes we look at stuff for new construction flips or new construction sales, and if we do that, we have to determine what is the price point for those houses. Are they $1 million plus houses, or are they more market level for us, $300,000, $400,000, $500,000 houses? Because if they're the higher price point, you can go wider with the house versus if they're the smaller houses. So it's about understanding the numbers behind it. Or if you're looking at it from a rental perspective, can you put a multifamily building on there or a commercial building on there? So it's about understanding the different product types, understanding the financials behind what it takes to understand the numbers, whether it's a sale or a rental, and what that means in terms of acquisition price, and understanding where to actually find the land and what to do once you find it.
Interesting. So you've got vision. In short, you've got some real vision, and you have to have it, really, honestly, to do that, because you can't. You got to know what you got to be able to see it and see it materialize before somebody else does and see the value there. So very interesting perspective. That's how Noah Ostroff is looking at a piece of land. I don't think it's like everybody else does. It's definitely not like everybody else does. So take something away from that. No, I appreciate it. As everybody knows, we're Hard Money Bankers. You can find us on Facebook. Noah stepped in for a minute today. It talks about finding land, and I appreciate it. So tomorrow we'll be going on ground up construction and finding the right contractors and managing a project that is a monster.